Hey, Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the hopeful elect. All right, Salaki, I'm at work, it's real noisy. And, but anyway, I want to do a lesson talking about knowledge and information and how it's being put forth at this time. Which is like you got different outlets, you got different groups. You got various different people, and they with different platforms, and they bringing out a lot of information. Whether it be about like men and women relations. You got guys like Kevin Samuels. He's done caught a buzz lately. All right, or you got other people that be on like TED Talks, bring out a lot of various different information. But matter of fact, I can get a scripture on that. Because that's scripture within itself. Ever since like things like the printing press and then the internet, knowledge, information is easily accessed now. This is Daniel 12:4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro," right? Because it's much easier to travel now too. You got airplanes, you got ships, you know. It says, "And knowledge shall be increased," right? Knowledge is being increased. A lot of information is being brought out. But the thing I want to deal with is that the prophets, the men of the Lord, starting with Great Millstone and on down, I'll go as far as to say One West, various Israelite camps that bring forth various different types of information. Now, but the only problem with that is that the people didn't like, they don't like who the information coming from. See, you speak with people, you have conversations with people, and they may presume you're intelligent or they might like what you have to say, but the minute that they find out that that information comes from the Bible in particular, what's up, brother? The minute they find out that information comes from the scriptures in particular, then now they got a problem, all right? The Lord told Ezekiel, he said, they will not hearken unto thee. Let me see. Is it 3? Matter of fact, I'll read this. It says, Ezekiel 2:3, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel," so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, "to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them." All right, so whether our people listen or whether they don't listen, we still don't convey the message. And when these things come to pass, lo, they will come. All right, like the scripture says, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. All right, this is Ezekiel 3:5. It says, "For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not too many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee." So the Lord said, if he would have sent us to a strange people with a strange speech, they'd have listened. It says, verse 7, "But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted," right? So if they don't listen to the Lord, then of course they're not going to listen to us. And they don't respect the fact that what we're saying coming from the Lord. All right? This is This is 2 Chronicles 36, And 15, and Yahweh, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messenger, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. The prophets represent a warning before the punishment. All right? The prophets represent a chance to escape punishment. They coming to give you the message of the Lord that if you hearken, that you won't be punished. And if you hearken and change, all right, that's him having compassion instead of just allowing you to continue in whatever it is you want to do and then just bring the hammer down on you. Verse 16, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy. All right, so they despise the words of the Lord. That's why they don't like who the message is coming from. They don't like the message nor who the message is coming from. All right, you got these various different groups of people saying what the prophets have been, the men of the Lord have been saying for decades. But because they don't respect who the message coming from, they not heard. Let me see. This is Isaiah 30 and 10. Start at 9. That this is a rebellious people, lion children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. See, they want to hear the smooth things, like the one guy, Brother Polite, with his nice vocabulary and his very his skilled and vernacular, if you will. The way he put those words together. You know, people want to hear that. People want a gimmick. All right. Verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. People don't want to hear that destruction is coming. People want to hear that it's your season to be blessed. It says, this is Isaiah 32 and 4. I'm going to start at 3. And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. So that those that do pay attention to the words of the Lord. Verse 4, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge. Because before we came into this understanding, we was just like our other brothers. We was in darkness. But the scripture says, the Lord have called us out of the darkness into his marvelous light. All right. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. And that's how we speaking. We're speaking plainly. Okay, we don't have, you know, whether a brother got a nice vocabulary on him or not. That's neither here nor there. The goal is to get the message out. Let me see. Let me see what they got for plainly. Dazzling, glowing, clear, bright. So the message is clear. There ain't no gray area when you hear the message of the Lord, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the whole free elect. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Shad Bashim Kakudah Shalom.